The Florida Keys, a tropical paradise. Home to some of the best fishing, boating, snorkeling, and scuba diving in the world. In this video, we are going to travel from Key Largo down the overseas highway to Key West and show you this 120 miles of tropical islands by drone, by car, and underwater. We'll also give you tips on restaurants, resorts, picnic areas, water sport rentals, and show you some entertainment options and what to look for. Yes, this video will be a little longer, but I think will be a helpful tool as you plan your trip to Florida's exotic adventureland. So come with us as we explore the Florida Keys, the overseas highway in Key West. We start with the sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean in Key West. Now, if you missed the sunrise due to late night partying on Duval Street, don't worry. You can still see the sunset over the Gulf. For many of the early years of Florida, Key West was the largest city in the state. However, it went into a decline in the late 1800s. At that time, it was only accessible by water. Henry Flagler, an East Coast developer, changed all that in the early 1910s when he built the Overseas Railway, which we will discuss further when we get to the Bahia Honda Bridge. For now, though, let's go to Key Largo to the entrance of the Keys and make our way down the Overseas Highway to Key West. As you drive over the Jewfish Creek Bridge from the mainland, you take your first glimpse of the Keys. Feel the bohemian lifestyle of adventure waiting for you. When you arrive at Key Largo, Route 1 turns to the south and becomes the Overseas Highway at mile marker 106. The mile marker system on the Overseas Highway makes it easy to find locations along the way. It shows the distance you are from Key West. The mile marker corresponds to the address on the Overseas Highway. Check out this great picnic area on your way down the Keys. Rowell's Waterfront Park is an 8-acre dog-friendly park with picnic tables, benches, boat launch, and swimming area. There was a movie titled Key Largo filmed at the Caribbean Club. The song Key Largo by one-hit wonder Bertie Higgins reached number 8 on the charts in 1982. As great as the scenery is above the land, it is even greater under the sea. John Pennecamp's Coral Reef Park, where you can snorkel or scuba dive on a molasses reef, take a glass-bottom boat tour, or kayak through mangroves. It was the first underwater marine park in the U.S. Also in Key Largo, you can go on deep-sea fishing charters where you can catch mahi-mahi, tuna, tarpon, and grouper. Check out Key Largo fishing adventures at mile marker 99.7. Next stop on our journey, Islamorada, which means Village of Islands. Often referred to as the fishing capital of the world. It hosts several fishing tournaments a year. Bone fishing and sail fishing can be found here. The Coconut Cove Resort and Marina, situated on a 7-acre tropical island with ledges and sweeping palms overlooking the ocean, and is pet-friendly. Theater of the Sea, where you can swim with a dolphin or sea lion. Take a bottomless boat ride, experience sea turtles, fish, sharks, stingrays, alligators, and birds. So much to do here. Check out their website. There are 2 great restaurants at mile marker 83, Whale Harbor's Seafood Buffet and Wahoo's Bar and Grill, which is pet-friendly. Across the street is a Publix and History of Diving Museum. As we move further down Islamorada, we pass by another popular option for destination weddings, the Islander Resort. Another nice roadside park with picnic tables is at mile marker 80. And across the highway is the Amara Cay Resort, where you can relax by the pool amidst palm trees overlooking the Atlantic. Also Bud and Mary's Marina with an outdoor cafe, party boat fishing charters, hotel accommodations, scuba and snorkeling trips, and boat rentals. Anne's Beach Boardwalk reopened in 2019, being rebuilt after Hurricane Irma destroyed it in 2017. It has a 300 feet of boardwalk with 6 pavilions, covered picnic tables, a restroom, and parking lots at both ends. The beach is good for shallow swimming and is dog-friendly. The Channel No. 2 Bridge has convenient fishing platforms. Mangrove snapper and gag grouper roam these waters. Just further down is the Channel Number 5 bridge, important for boats, with 65 feet of clearance. Also is known as one of the better fishing spots in the Keys, with abundant jacks, tarpon, and rich wildlife. We now travel from Islamorada to Marathon. The Long Key Bridge connects Long Key with Conch Key, roughly halfway between Miami and Key West. It is the second longest bridge in the Keys at 2.5 miles. The older bridge, now a pedestrian bridge and bike path, carried the Overseas Railroad from 1907 to 1935. It also has fishing platforms. It is part of the Overseas Heritage Trail, a multi-use bike path that is currently 90 miles long, and will eventually run across the complete 106 miles of the Overseas Highway. Little Conch Key has vacation rentals you can see on vrbo.com. As we start to approach Marathon, the Overseas Heritage Trail has a nice paved path along the Curry Hammock State Park Trail, through a sandy shoreline and mangrove creek. The Dolphin Research Center here offers interactive demos in a shallow lagoon. Mile marker 54 boat ramp is another great place to have a picnic. In Marathon is Aquarium Encounters, a marine aquarium and park, with a 200,000-gallon coral reef tank, where you can feed sharks, grouper, and eels, see stingrays, or snorkel in the saltwater lagoon. We now move to the final leg of our journey, from Marathon to Key West, where some of the history of the Keys can be seen through its amazing bridges. The 7-mile bridge, among the longest bridges in existence when it was built in 1982. Most of the older bridge is still in existence. The 2.2-mile section to Pigeon Key on the east end of the bridge was long used as a fishing pier, but was closed to pedestrian traffic in 2016. However, it is undergoing a $77 million restoration and is expected to open by late 2021. The west end of the 7-mile bridge has been restored and is open to pedestrian traffic. At mile marker 37 is Bahia Honda State Park. This is one of the best rated beaches in South Florida. Unlike many of the other state parks, you can camp here. Cabins are available. Campsites available for small tents up to large RVs. There are 2 boat ramps, plenty of snorkeling, swimming, and fishing in crystal clear waters. Fee is currently $8 per vehicle. The state park also maintains the easternmost section of the old Bahia Honda Railroad Bridge. It was here that Henry Flagler had his most challenging crossing for the Overseas Railroad. The bridge had to be built taller than any of the other bridges on the railway. After battling 3 hurricanes in 4 years, the Overseas Railroad was complete in 1912. That is, until the 1935 Labor Day hurricane ended the Overseas Railroad. However, it helped to complete the Overseas Highway. The top of the Bahia Honda Bridge was redecked for automobile traffic, and the complete Overseas Highway opened on March 29, 1938. We are now just 30 miles from Key West, as we cross the Spanish Harbor Bridge to Big Pine Key. Outside of some coastal areas of Miami, the Florida Keys are the only areas in the continental U.S. to never report a freezing temperature. Never has the temperature fallen below 41 degrees. Even in winter, expect highs in the 70s and lows above 60. This will be our last shot with a drone at mile marker 13 due to the Naval Air Station and Key West International Airport. As we go over the Boca Chica Channel, we are now arriving in Key West. Before we take you on a tour of Mallory Street and Duval Street, I want to give you a tip on a great place for lodging. The Ibis Bay Beach Resort. Rates are very reasonable. Although 3 miles to Mallory Square, it is an ideal location in my opinion, with a grocery store and McDonald's across the street and a restaurant with waterside seating on property. Rooms with a nice patio. Beach view. Relaxing pool area. Rentals for jet skis, mopeds, and bikes. And a parrot that says bye-bye when you leave. Also very convenient that you can park your car right next to your room. As we move to Mallory Square and Duval Street, you will find lodging around here more expensive and less parking, less space. So I think it's an advantage to be 3 miles away and just take a moped to downtown. Mallory Square is the center of Key West, with restaurants, shops, theater, museums, a cruise port, and various entertainment. It hosts the Sunset Celebrations, which begins every evening 2 hours before sunset with various street performers, magicians, live music, circus acts, and storytelling. Check out the Furry Water Adventures, where you can tour the waters around Key West on a jet ski, parasail, or glass-bottom boat where you can see a living coral reef. Or take a catamaran or sailboat for a snorkel adventure under the sea with Sunset Water Sports. And plenty of options for fishing charters. For a tour around the island, try the Old Town Trolley or the famous Conch Train. The Key West Shipwreck Museum combines actors, films, and artifacts to tell the story of 400 years of shipwrecks. And climb a 65-foot lookout tower for a great view of Key West. The Key West Lighthouse also offers a great view. Next to the Custom House Museum, there are several statues which make great props for pictures. The Key West Aquarium. The famous Duval Street starts at the Gulf of Mexico at Mallory Square and runs for 1¼ mile, ending at the Atlantic Ocean, named after the first governor of Florida. It has many of the restaurants and nightlife of Key West. Key West is also proudly known as the Conch Republic, which goes back to 1982, after Mayor Dennis Wardlow declared the independence of Key West from the federal government in protest to a U.S. Border Patrol inspection point on U.S. Highway 1, which was hurting tourism. The name stuck and has become a banner for this free-spirited city. We have put website links in the description below of the things we cover in this video so you can easily get more info. There is so much to do in the Florida Keys, we just could not cover it all. So I'd love it if you could share in the comments below your experience, maybe a resort or an activity. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We shoot travel promos across the USA. If you would like stock footage of this video, or if you want us to shoot your city, area, or venue, contact us at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. We hope this video has been a helpful tool for you as you enjoy your stay in the Florida Keys. Thank you for watching.